Yeah. Look, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Felton and them to started the spaces already. I was gonna try to get them in on this video. But what if Monk and them figured it out? I know a lot of us is upset with the things that's going on with Deshaun Watson, but what if Monk and them figured out a way to be productive with Deshaun Watson in a short off season? Ooh, excuse me. It ain't even been that long. But Deshaun Watson has been there. He's been seeing it. And on top of that, I think Monken's like, let me see what I got in him. He coming off the injuries. We ain't seen him in forever. He had another Achilles. He seemed to be in the right headspace. He seemed to be in the right mind space. He working out. Todd Monken said, let me put him out there against, you know what I'm saying, some vanilla defenses. And let's just see where he really at. Let's see where Deshaun Watson really at. I like it, him getting the first one, Deshaun getting the second game. And then we do get to see Shedeur in the second half of this first preseason game. The boys is heading up. They're going up to Chicago, I think, as we speak, or they might be there already. I'm not really sure. I just know tomorrow I'm gonna get to watch the game with my brother. So it's gonna be a good time. Get to see my nieces this weekend. It's gonna be a good time. My son, and happy prelated birthday to my son and my little brother. They both their birthdays is Monday. The Lord bless me. I had both of their birthdays on the same day. Again, not gonna hold y'all on. We're gonna get into it. Get in the comment section. Everybody on Twitter, appreciate all the reposts. Get in the comments. Run over to YouTube. Join the community. Get in the comments. It's going crazy in the comments. Be respectful though. But here we y'all know how I do it. 1.3.
In that state, let's head to Cleveland. Head coach Todd Monken announced that Deshaun Watson will start Cleveland's preseason Achilles in October of 2024. Shedeur Sanders will get the start in the Browns' second preseason game against the Bills on August 22nd. Monken informed both quarterbacks of the plan after practice yesterday. So, CC, are the Browns making the right decision by starting Watson in game number 1?
Yes, they're making the right decision. Now, Watson should be the starting quarterback in week 1 of the regular season. I do believe that should be Shedeur Sanders. Here's the thing. Todd Monken clued us in when he made this announcement that both Deshaun and Shedeur are going to have an opportunity to start preseason games this year. Shedeur is going to start week 2 of the preseason against the Buffalo Bills. Now, leading up to that game, there will be joint practices with the Bills. Who ends up taking the lion's share of the first team reps is going to clue us in on who has the inside track to being the week 1 starter. And what I will say is this. It would be odd for Shedeur Sanders to start the second preseason game against the Buffalo Bills if during the joint practices in the lead up, if he's working with the number 2 unit primarily. And so I think it's interesting to see what ends up happening in terms of who ends up taking the lion's share of those reps in those joint practices, because we know Shedeur is going to be the starter for the preseason game 2.
Also, wait, just one quick follow-up on this system. Why not have him go right off the bat? What are they doing starting anyone else? That includes Dylan Gabriel.
Clearly, we're not at a point where there's enough separation between either quarterback to name a full-time starter, right? Todd Monken told us back in the spring he wanted to have QB1 decided after OTAs and minicamp. He couldn't make a call then because neither quarterback had created enough separation. And so we're in this place right now where we're still trying to figure out who's going to be the guy. But the later this thing goes, when it comes to the competition, the tie goes to the young guy because Deshaun Watson isn't your future in Cleveland. At least Shedeur Sanders has the opportunity to be.
Wait, Steve, why do you disagree with that?
The tie is not going to young guy. What's going on is something is not being said. So let me help you read between the tea leaves. You have a second-year quarterback who's learning a new system. You have your veteran quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who has been around a number of different offenses. The second-year guy, the second-year Shedeur, he's having, it sounds to me, my humble opinion, that he is having a little bit of difficulty with the transition. And so you got to give the young guy a little bit more of the mental note because they are running a John Harbaugh practice. You know that John Harbaugh, two different teams going at the exact same time. And so I've heard that sometimes Shedeur's, he's not running the same amount of plays because of he has to get the play in faster. He has to get guys lined up. So he's a little bit slower on that, which means Tom Monken say, hey, I'm not going to discredit him. I'm not going to be at a disadvantage because training camp is about putting as much pressure on the guy and seeing how he handles it. And so they're doing that and not keeping that against Shedeur. Does that make sense?
I still struggle to understand how it benefits Cleveland long term for Deshaun Watson to play more games this upcoming season than Shedeur. That's the part that doesn't make sense.
Harry, you agree with Steve? Why?
So number one, when you look at Todd Monken, I think we're losing sight of this. He's a first-year head coach. And recently, how many first-year head coaches have we had not keep the job in year two? So if you have a neck-and-neck race, yes, I'm going to lean on the veteran quarterback that has been there and done it multiple times, although it's been a long time since he's done it.
And although he's had back-to-back season-ending injuries.
Yes, if I feel more comfortable, because I think that's also an indictment, not just on Deshaun Watson, but also an indictment on Shedeur. If you can't go take this job early on where your head coach can definitively say, hey, Shedeur Sanders, you're going to be our starting.
All right, I wasn't gonna stop this, but I did a video, like it was just me listening to this on the way home. Ran out of memory on my phone, but I strongly dislike this argument that this dude was like, oh, he's a first-year quarterback. I mean, first-year coordinator, first-year head coach. And all this, just say he not good. Say he incompetent. Say he doing something stupid. Don't do that. We can't put it on his lack of experience. He done did this before. He ain't been a head coach, but he done moderated who's going to play a quarterback. He said we got 2 starters. He think with what he can do, he could produce 2 starting level quarterbacks. I think it's phenomenal that you're going to go ahead and get Deshaun Watson out there early. See where he at. He coming off all these injuries. Let's get him out there right now, because then we'll know at least if he can be the backup or not. Let Todd Monken squeeze this lemon. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Let him do this. I don't know who this dude is. I would just want to freeze frame him, because you try to play my coach like he an idiot, like he ain't got national titles, like he ain't just was coaching the MVP quarterback, like they ain't been winning in Baltimore the last couple. Like, this coach has had success. And then I don't want to go back to it, but y'all done heard what Earl and Cecil said on 92 The Fan and on Earl's show on YouTube. Can't remember the name of it right now. Todd Monken, I got high expectations for him. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm willing to say in this current NFL land space, this wherever we at, Todd Monken is better equipped to do offense than Kevin Stefanski was. Does that guarantee anything? I think so. You know, I'll go out there and say I'm expecting at least off the bat 17 to 21 points. And that's not a ton, but that's way more than we was guaranteed last year. But yeah, I had to pull up the bull, man. Did you see the face that the big guy looked at him with, man? Let me let him run it back. It's a first-year coach. You not better than Todd Monken head coaching or coordinating. So, like, for you to talk about the man like this, I didn't like it.
Still struggle to understand how it benefits Cleveland long term for Deshaun Watson to play more games this upcoming season than Shedeur. That's the part that doesn't make sense.
Harry, you agree with Steve? Why?
So number one, when you look at Todd Monken, I think we're losing sight of this. He's a first-year head coach. And recently, how many?
Nobody lost sight of that. Ain't nobody lost sight of that. Who lost sight of that? Bring it back. Did you lose sight of that? Did you just read the notes? Oh yeah, Todd Monken, this is his first year being the head coach. What the fuck?
We're losing sight of this.
We losing sight of this.
Head coach. And recently, how many first-year head coaches have we had not keep a job in year two? So if you have a neck-and-neck race, yes, I'm going to lean on the veteran quarterback that has been there and done it multiple times, although it's been a long time since. Do we really think Todd Monken's job is in jeopardy this year? I really firmly don't believe it. And then if most people believe what they saying, that they gearing up to get a new quarterback, there's no way they're going to fire Todd Monken next year, or then they're going to give him at least 2 years. I want to say 3 years with the quarterback they're going to draft next year. But right now, you got people on the internet. I know y'all don't be watching the Browns talk. Oh, so his job in jeopardy now. I don't like that dude takes, man. I'm going to have to, what's his name?
And although he's had back-to-back season-ending injuries.
Why? God. And chances are he probably was a former NFL player, because he up there with Steve Smith and Canty, man. But how did he get there? Look how Smith looking at him. Like, where the fuck is he going with this?
I feel more comfortable because
look at Canty face.
That's also an indictment, not just on Deshaun Watson.
Look at this face. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck?
But also, indictment on Shedeur. If you can't go take this job early on where your head coach can definitively say, hey, Shedeur Sanders, you're going to be our starting quarterback, then something behind the scenes, like Steve Smith said, isn't being said out loud. Todd Monken is in that locker room and on that football field.
Now you
going
going to secrets. Now something that ain't something we ain't heard is happening now because you can't explain. Like, I'm done with this dude. I'm done with this dude, man.
Telling you that Deshaun Watson is our starter. Let's read between the tea leaves.
Yeah, there's going to be a real issue, like with any team, or any organization, if your whole goal is to keep your job versus doing your job. And if Todd Monken's goal is to keep his job, he's not going to be doing his job.
My fault, y'all. I hopped off the mic too early. Now, what I do want to say is, you can't keep your job. You ain't gonna do your job if you just doing it to kid. That's how people keep their damn job. Who else got a job that they get to not do the job? Like, you can say however you want about it. It could be lousy. You could think it ain't that great. But can't nobody in America get no damn job and not do their job, man. Come on, man. This ain't 2010 no more. This ain't 2010 no more, man.
I'm a Penn State fan, and I went to a game and got to watch him warm up.
Shout out to the Spacers. Shout out my boy my boy Phil, my boy L. We out of Cleveland. Coldest Spacers out right now. Listen up.
Bro, the combination of I didn't think the dude had the head or was ready for the NFL, especially what happened last year. I think he's immature. I think he's does dumb shit. And I think his fucking arrogance in the position, especially with NIL money and shit, all played a part in why he's not ready for the NFL. But to me, every quarterback situation matters. I think Lamar Jackson, Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick might have been the only 3 quarterbacks I've ever seen that were coach-proof. Like, in other words, I think they could have succeeded because they were such amazing fucking athletes that there's nobody on a football field that was close to them that they could have been a quarterback that succeeded even in a dog shit coach.
Yeah, and I would say with Drew Allen's situation at Penn State, like, I mean, name a wide receiver that he had that went at least in the second round minimum.
I think they had pretty good receivers. I think their coach was an idiot. Like, you had a pro style
James Franklin,
yeah, like you had a pro style quarterback.
No, RPO offense.
You did an RPO offense, and you started the season as a national championship favorite. You started a season as your quarterback's a Heisman candidate, and you play Nevada, and you don't fucking let him throw for 6 touchdowns. That dude fucking didn't get the position he had, and what he could have done for that program. It was, to me, that was a mess. But my thing with LR is, let's be real. Mike McCarthy's the fucking right now. Everybody gives that shit to everybody else, but look at all the quarterbacks Mike McCarthy had a part in.
Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Gannon, fucking
all the backups
all
those teams are good quarterbacks. This dude now, Al watched a situation where he's not starter. Shit, he might even be 3rd string to start if he battles out for the 2nd spot. He's got Aaron Rodgers, who may be old, but the guy is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in his life, where he is willing to take somebody under his wing, knowing that this
he is.
They said he
Dreller's been giving him like.
So I feel like Mike McCarthy now, who's already a mechanic, who's a really good mechanic, has his hands on a fucked up Ferrari, and with the tools that dude has, the time McCarthy has and he has, and the situation he's in, if there was ever a chance for that kid to succeed, it's the one he's in right now. So I said that when he got drafted there, and I don't know, man, he looked pretty fucking good last night. And if you go back and watch the game last night, and I know it's preseason and whatever, but tell me that motherfucker doesn't look like a young Rodgers on them rollouts.
Boy. Hey,
and that Rams clip was from last year. Gee, they just somebody in the
Yeah,
comments
they
that was
troll,
from
man.
Yeah,
that
no,
was
Felton, they got me. They got me.
y'all real quick, OG. I'm gonna ask y'all
How
real
you
quick
doing?
a quick question. So look, so far we seen Beck, we seen Haynes King, we seen LR, we seen Mendoza. We haven't seen everybody yet, but like just based off, I know it's still early, but so far, would y'all say that this draft class was underrated or overrated? The
Under,
QB class.
underrated.
Felton, this is what I was saying about this draft class,
Underrated.
bro.
Severely.
Like
Me too.
this, bro. This is what I was saying about them,
It
bro.
is
All these,
preseason though. I will say
nah, it
that.
is.
But
It is
the young
underrated though,
boys
Jay
they
Will.
looking promising, bro.
Nah,
Yeah,
check
I
me out
agree.
though, bro. Like with every quarterback that's played, bro, if they all stayed a year too late.
Fire.
Nah, but they all stayed a year too late, and they draft stock took a hit. Like if he was about a minimum first round, low first round.
Even if it's preseason, it's crispy. They look good.
Yeah, bro. So it was like it was more
Yo,
so they took a hit.
here's a crazy thing.
Yeah, they
Like,
put some good shit on film, man. I think the only thing that could hold them dudes back. Well, I ain't gonna say them dudes. I think for because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a big believer in Kirk Cousins, bro. Mid season, he started doing any goddamn thing. He started doing shit.
That
Bro,
nigga
did
just
you
go
see
out
him
there and
last
start
night?
Chunking that bitch in the air,
Did
falling
you
on his
see?
shoulder, all that type of shit.
Hey, did you see him last night?
Yeah, he looked sharp. That's what I'm saying,
Cousins
man.
look
He
sharp.
always do. He
That's what I'm
always
saying. Everybody looked just sharp last
Everybody looked good, man. I think that 1-2 punch, man, with Jeremiah Love, he trying to pick up right where he left off at Notre
Love
Dame.
look
Man.
explosive,
No, I'm talking
Johnny
about
K.
Kirk Cousins, man.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, he looked sharp. He
He
looked
look
sharp.
sharp for real.
Yeah, he looked sharp. I ain't gonna
Scotty,
give it to
Scotty,
him.
you thought so? Dude, I thought
Hey,
not.
hey,
No,
I thought
hey,
put it like that.
AJ Will,
Say what, bro?
but mid-season, J. Will, if you watch Kirk Cousins, man, they're gonna
Oh
have to
yeah,
put
I'm already
Mendoza.
knowing.
we were talking about the intermediate throws, and they was questioning his accuracy and all. And then like he put it on display, like, yo, I can, you know what I'm saying? Like I can put the ball where I need it to be, and this shit coming out fast as fuck.
And you know what, OG? Before Smitty go, I'm about to say to that point, I know a lot of people keep making fun and thinking like scoring in the red zone and shit, throwing touchdowns in the red zone is so
It's
easy.
weird. If it was you, I mean, my thing is he's supposed to show that, like, you know what I'm saying? Your first time playing in the NFL, preseason or not, bro. If it was if it was negative, then everybody be on his ass. I'm like, nah, bro. He showed you what he needed. Three drives, 3 touchdowns for a 22-year-old quarterback. Cool, bro. See you this year. Honestly, I want you to sit here for a whole year and just keep developing. That's it.
No,
Like,
for sure.
Facts,
What up,
man.
Smitty?
I think one quarterback that struggled last night was Cam Ward, but I'm not even really worried though. I
Me
think he
either.
had some slight struggles, but you know it's part of the game, man. Young quarterback, he gonna get it down, man. But I
I
think when
think Cam
Cam
Ward
Ward,
is special.
yeah, when
bro,
he starts to
I
struggle
watched.
though, I think when Cam Ward starts to struggle though, he start missing his layups, man. I think that's one
Yeah.
thing that can kind of
Yeah, I
he start
agree.
missing his
Bro,
layups. But yeah,
bro,
other than
I
that, I
watched.
ain't worried though.
Bro, I watched a lot of Cam Ward last year, and I don't even get mad at the times he do look like a rookie because he's a fucking rookie. He made some of the illest throws in the league
You
last year,
remind me, bro, Dale, this may sound crazy. I was saying this before, like he reminds me, I ain't a lot of y'all, and just give it, like, when I say this, like, look at him and then watch some of his film, bro. At times, bro, and the improvise, he reminds me of Mahomes, young Mahomes, a little bit at times. Like, but but on the negative side, with bad coaching or in a bad system. But he jumps off like, bro, just watch this nigga, bro. If he was in a better situation, it'll look way different.
The shit looks effortless with Cam.
What up, Ed? What up, Phil?
No, for sure. What
It
up,
do,
y'all?
bro. It look effortless, bro.
What
Like,
up, Mike?
What up?
I don't know how to
What's
explain
that?
it.
Yeah.
Real McCoy and
Smitty, you had something to say?
I think folks take this preseason shit way too serious, man. These niggas playing against plumbers and electricians
Hold
on
on now,
Thursday. Fuck this shit.
hold on now.
We can't just
Those are in Oklahoma.
happy game Eve.
I said he playing against plumbers.
Confused by the Rams comment because I was like, man, did I miss the game? Because I know I had tickets to the game
and I know I have flight comment. Looking at these quarterbacks, I think as a Browns fan, I think lowering the expectations of what we might see needs to be talked about a little bit. I just want to see Deshaun hit some layups, and that's pretty much it, man. I want the guys to hit their layups. So I think both quarterbacks might fairly be well. I think yards in a half of football, preseason football, I think you're out of your mind. I later, but I'm kind of going to be kind of out of it for the next like 3 days. But I just wanted to know y'all thoughts on like what his stats should be.
The stats I don't really
It's
see.
preseason. The stats
The
don't
stats I
matter.
don't really look at the stat. Me personally, I'm not gonna look at his stats, right? Even though I know people, it is gonna be people that's gonna look at his stats. They're gonna act like it's the fucking QB tracker out there. But my thing, what I'm gonna look at is that I want to see him because they saying that he can get a lot of plays off. He can get that. That's the difference. They saying like with him and Shedeur, he can get more plays off. You know what I'm saying? He can process the shit quicker, so he can get more plays off. I want to see him getting to the line, getting the plays off quick, and running a clean operation. I want to see a clean operation from him. Like, I really don't want to see a lot of miscues at the huddle, people having a problem getting set, him having a problem, like, if he has to, like, set people up or whatever. I just want to see it like a clean operation. I think if he can get that part down, the rest is he got the talent. I believe he got the talent. So just go ahead, bro. Just do your thing. Don't press it. You ain't got to prove nothing. Don't force it, and just play your game. Shit.
I ain't gonna lie. This preseason shit don't matter for real, man. I need to see this shit against a first-string defense with the opposing coordinator scheming up blitzes and disguising coverages.
Yeah, but that's unrealistic. That's unrealistic right now. You can only
can't
put
skip
in front of you.
But we can't skip the
Exactly.
process.
You can't skip the
Order
process.
order
right?
operations, man.
And you know they're gonna go, and you know they're gonna go off if Shedeur goes on. So we can't act like that's not.
Who the fuck gonna go? Man, you always say dumb shit. Ain't nobody gonna go off for
if he
Shedeur
goes like
calls.
a 7, I think if he goes like 7 for 11, 75, 85 yards, no turnovers, clean operation. I think that's pretty good start for somebody coming off 2 years.
Yeah,
I think you can look at a $125, Phil, man. All the defenses is Manila. If he's not gonna play well in this, which is what I think Todd Monken's doing, like we ain't seen him in forever. Let's see where he actually at. If he don't play good in this, bro, it's a wrap. Like they not playing hard defense. It's not gonna really be all the starters. He need to be looking crispy. And then in terms of what Felton was talking about, like the preseason is all about being in shape. Are you in shape for your position? Do you know your calls? You know your motions? You know where you're supposed to be at?
It's all about operations.
I would say what Felton was talking about. We need to be paying attention.
125 yards in 1.5.
This is why I'm saying I'm gonna get to that. But the defense is gonna be Manila, and then I'm sure they're gonna want to see him. First, they're gonna look at that run game a little bit. They're gonna have a nice mix, but they are gonna want him to throw it deep. I'm sure that's gonna be in the game plan. So there's gonna be 3 to maybe 6 opportunities for him to hit some chunk plays. That's the only reason I got it up to maybe $125. They're gonna try Bond deep. They're going to try a 50-50 ball with Boston. They're going to do those things. So that's why I got him at that upper limit. But I'm more so looking at how much time on the fucking clock when you get to the huddle.
My question is, if that's the game plan, I can only take a basketball mind state to this.
Ain't no game plan.
If that's the game plan is, we're gonna test you to see if you can throw 50-50 balls like we can't do that in practice. If that's the game plan, then I better not hear any Shedeur fan come up here and talk about picks. Like I better not hear it because that's a stupid game plan in my opinion. That's a dumb.
No, the game plan.
What's Shedeur got to do with this?
Listen, what they want to see from him, they want to see him getting up to. They gonna look at his strengths. His strength so far is he gets the play call in. He gets to the line of scrimmage quicker. That's the only plus I've been hearing. Now we gonna see if he can do that. But they also want to see him throw some intermediate. Like he's gonna get. Like I can't really count. Maybe 5 deep balls. Maybe 5 intermediates. Maybe 5 check downs. That's the way I kind of see it. But they're gonna want to see him take them plays. Now we can see if it was there and he missed it, which he should not be missing shit in the preseason. It should be very simple.
But that's crazy though. That's like going to a 76ers preseason game versus the Nets and saying like, hey, Nurse is
Keep
saying,
it
all right,
football.
now,
Keep it football.
hold on. No, I can only keep it to the sports I know though. I do know football, but that's like saying in the preseason, hey LeBron, we're gonna test that 40-inch. We're gonna throw you some oops now. We're gonna throw you some like it's just that's not a game
they
plan.
go. Welcome to Real McCoy TV, where faith intertwines with daily life, empowering us to inspire positive change. Our mission is not just to share our story, but to uplift our community and celebrate authentic tales of faith and family. Journey with us and witness Cleveland's vibrant sports scene alongside heartwarming church events and cherished family moments, all showcasing our shared values. New content graces your screens every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday evenings, making it easy to engage with us on this enlightening adventure. We invite you to be part of the Real McCoy experience. Whether you wish to call in, join discussions, or collaborate, your voice matters. Plus, support our mission through Cash App, GoFundMe, or Patreon. Together, we create a thriving community of faith and support where every contribution counts.